Hey everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the Govee Lynx Dream LED bulb string lights. We're going to be putting these up around our deck. We bought two sets, so we have almost 200 feet. And so I'm going to look to see if we're going to use the full two sets or if we're going to use half of the one set. Each set comes in 48-foot strings. There's two strings in each set, so we have a couple options, but the set for that had the two strings wasn't much more money than the single set, and I figured we'd have extra if we only used one out of the second box. But we have a party tomorrow, and we're going to be looking to have these up before that party so that we can have a good time with the LEDs there and have a lot of exciting lights there for the July 4th party we're having. It's a little bit belated, but that's when the fireworks go on sale, so we like to have our party after the 4th then. So we're gonna go ahead and get one of these open and show you what's in the box. Alright, I went ahead and opened this top box and did a little bit of work here. So we have a couple of user manuals, and we have the lights, which come in two bundled packs. These are shatterproof plastic lights, and I went ahead and based on some reviews, I went ahead and did a little bit of extra. I opened up the lights and put some of the plumber's tape around the lights here so that it helps with the waterproofing, because a couple people said that there was a leak into their bulbs, and you can see it's just LEDs here on the end that shine into the plastic bulbs. But again, these are plastic, so they aren't going to shatter or anything, so they're perfect for around our pool, and makes me feel good that if anybody hits them, it's not going to get glass in the pool or around the deck where the kids are running, that type of thing. I did also notice that it appears that it's the same proprietary connection here, so it's a little three-prong connection. So my thoughts are, if we don't have the right length on these, I could probably use the extensions that came with the permanent outdoor lights. I had two extensions in there, and I didn't need any of the extensions with the way our house was laid out, single story, and I could just connect them right in series like that without the extensions in between and breaking them apart there. So if I need to extend these some, I'm going to be looking to see if I can use those. Interestingly enough, the power supply with the on-off button, these are actually not waterproof. So this is an outdoor light set with a couple of items that aren't waterproof. So I'm going to be looking into how to address these as well, and I'll let you know as we move through the installation and showing you the after effects and what it looks like, what I did with that as well. So stay tuned, and if you haven't already looked at the video for the permanent outdoor lights, please go ahead and watch that video as well. Those are a really great product. Really excited with these Govee products here, and hoping these look just the same. So we'll go ahead and get these installed. So here are the Govee string lights during the day. We have them all around the deck on the pool. And they look fine during the day, but they look pretty good at night. So I'm going to go in and show you a couple of spots where we have the ends of the strings and how I handled everything, since the remote and the power supply are not waterproof. So here are the far ends of both the strings, and what you can see is actually use the loop from the cap and put it over top of the two hooks on this post. I just got the posts off of Amazon, so that's how I kept those both connected and close to each other. I could probably put like a spacer with some zip ties or something in between to get those two lights spaced out a little bit more like the rest of the lights, but it really doesn't look bad. It's not really that noticeable. And you can see also that on each of the lights, I have them hung by the hook on the lights. So I put another string up that I got off of Amazon, and then ran the lights on that string, because a couple of the reviews that I saw showed that the lights pulled out of the electrical wires pulled out of the lights. So I didn't want that happening to us. So I gave it extra support by going ahead and adding, or not adding, but hooking those onto the string, adding the string and then hooking them on there so that there wasn't much pressure on the wiring going into the lights. So that's the end here, and how I hung the lights. I'm going to go over and show you the cord, the power cord that's not waterproof, and how I handled that. For the plug for both of the strings that I bought, I was hoping to be able to use the extension. It's white, the extension from the permanent lights that we have out front of our house, but it's actually the opposite. So the male end's the female end on those, and the way the screw-on part works, it doesn't work, to mix and match there, even though it looks like it's actually the same wiring and the same general connectors. But what I did instead was I ran this wiring down the post, and then I got this box from Lowe's and just drilled a couple holes. So you can see the hole here. I drilled and then ran the lines in and put the remote and the power supply inside of this and put the rubber gasket on and screwed it on. I just attached this with some 3M tape in case I want to change this out in the future, or if it doesn't hold for whatever reason, I can go ahead and screw it into the post too. But just for right now, I thought some of that extreme outdoor 3M tape would do the trick, and it's been a few weeks and it's been holding up great. We've had some bad storms, including last night where our furniture got thrown around, and this thing's been just fine. This is just some of the foam that came in the box that we had bought. So I went ahead and just shoved that around it to create this watertight seal, and then I used 3M tape also to place the controllers and such up on the side of this box, so they weren't sitting at the bottom in case there is any residual water or any blow in, that it actually wouldn't be against it anyway. And then I did drill one more hole here at the bottom, and what this is just an extension cord. So I have the extension cord coming out of here, and then it goes down, and then I actually have it just for right now. Might change in the future, but I just looped it around the deck a little bit and then ran the cord up to the electrical outlet that we have on the deck here. So it's a little hard to see, but it's right through here. I'll see if we can get a better angle. There we go. So that's how I have it set up. So it goes down there, loops around there until the excess is gone, runs up into that box where everything waterproof, or that wasn't waterproof, is now waterproofed, and then runs out to the light. All right, you can see here we have our July 4th theme, red, white, and blue. We're going to go ahead and switch up to some of the other scenes. So this one is illumination. This is just a standard bright white. It's a warm white. This is one of the differences with this set of string lights that I was talking about. It has the RGB, so the red, green, blue, as well as the warm white LED diode in it. So you can get this really great warm white like the incandescent bulbs would have. And we'll try some other scenes here just to demonstrate. This is going to be dancing, rainbow, flip over to the festival and show Christmas, and carnival, and if I get out of the same group, you're actually going to see some differences. I'm going to turn off the lights here. We'll turn on lights that are further from us because there's actually two sets. Then you'll see there's actually different scenes that are available if you don't have them grouped. So we did one Christmas, we can do Christmas tree. There's sled, Christmas gift, party, and then we'll go through the Halloween. There's 3 of those as well. So this is the first one, second one, and the third one. So you can see that there's different options here. Go back to the natural and let you see the illumination. Actually, it's on the life, the illumination. And I just want to go ahead and give you my final thoughts on the Govee string lights. We've had them up now for a couple of months. We haven't had any issues. I'm really glad that we waterproofed them with the plumber's tape around the threads there on the bulb, so we didn't have any issues. We've had a lot of wind and no issues there. Also really glad that we went ahead and clipped them onto the wire that we had bought off of Amazon as well. I think that really takes the weight off of and the stress off of their own wires. So really good product. It's really cool. They have the warm LED for the warm white light. Real big fan of that. Looks really a lot like the incandescent bulbs that you would typically see on string lights. So it's really neat that you have that if you want it, and then you have the plethora of other colors or combinations or different patterns that you can do. So real big fan. We've actually been leaving them on a lot in the evenings. It's coming to the end of the time around the pool, but it's really nice to have that lighting outside and be able to use it for visibility and decoration as well. So real big fan of these, and I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description that you can use. You can save some money on your purchase if you decide to buy the string lights or the permanent outdoor lights that I did another video on. So if you haven't watched that one yet, make sure you go watch it. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get more good content about the smart home products that we have and use and how we're utilizing those. But again, a real big fan of the Govee string lights, and I recommend that